Tag Nation, what is up? To start this off, does this look familiar to y'all? That was a very familiar sight when dealing with these Wednesday night wars at the time. But you know what? This past Tuesday, it was reignited, reignited, and we'll tell you more about it after this intro.
T.A.G.
That's tag shit.
Free fall as I die through the kaleidoscope in my mind. No rope up to climb. Gotta remind myself that I'm fine. Mama, I don't really want.
Tag Nation, what is happening? It is your boy, the Loose Juice, ScooterRay. And when he appears on camera, the essence of him, the magnificent image you will get will appear. But of course, we're talking about Yeager Bombastic So Fantastic, aka King Switch. You know what I'm saying?
Just here in the ether for the Bang Bang Gang as it is right now. But give me a little bit. I'll be there in person.
But yeah, you know what I'm saying? You got the Bang Bang Gang in the building. And we're here to talk about this NXT versus AEW Dynamite. So it was announced that AEW was having a title Tuesday due to baseball and basketball. It wasn't going to come on Wednesday, so it was going to come on Tuesday. And from that, WWE kind of went in a little bit of panic mode. They threw everything they could possibly throw at this NXT show. Bars. I will be discussing the NXT side. Yeager will be discussing the AEW side. And other than a few highlights I've seen here and there, I haven't watched Dynamite.
I haven't watched NXT, so this works.
So yeah. So then, not only will we talk about it, but we'll also talk about who won, who lost, and who really won and who really lost. I'll go ahead and get it started while Yeager still tends to our tag mascot Loki. NXT, before, I don't know who announced it first, but it was announced that the first 30 minutes of NXT was going to be commercial free. And it was like, oh, y'all are really, 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 really throwing everything. After the intro, who's the first person we see? You guessed it. One, Cody Rhodes. He was one announced for the show. So he comes out. The crowd goes crazy. He gets a chance to suck up the emotion because if NXT is the house that his father, Dusty Rhodes, built. So as Cody was talking, he made his 3 announcements. Announcement 1, after the women's breakout tournament, the men will have a breakout tournament. Then he was like, hey, I heard there's something to do with my father and tag teams. So the crowd was going crazy. At some point, the Dusty Tag Team Classic is coming back.
Oh, shit.
Then his final announcement, he says, per ruling of Shawn Michaels, he's going to be serving as special GM for the night. So,
okay.
Right. So the moment he announced that, Ilya Dragunov comes out, and Ilya was like, hey, Cody, welcome to NXT. Them exchanging pleasantries and things like that. And then, of course, Dirty Dom and Rhea Ripley comes out. They start going back and forth. Dominic somehow talks his way into an NXT title match. Yes.
What?
He talks his way in between Dom and Rhea. He talks his way into getting an NXT title shot. So Cody Rhodes was like, okay, not only are we going to have this match, but I'll do you one better. There's going to be a special guest referee. Mr. Yeager, do you want to take a guess at who this special guest referee is going to be?
Was it Eric Bischoff?
No,
was
no,
it Damian Priest?
no.
Damn. Hold on.
Remember, this is Cody Rhodes being the special GM for the night.
Was it Jey Uso?
No.
Damn it. Well then, who?
You done guessing?
Oh, I said, damn it. Well then, who? Is it? Yeah, I don't know who.
It is the megastar L.A. Knight. Yeah,
Oh, right, duh.
himself. And it was like, oh, so y'all really throwing everything at this show.
You know, I did hear that it was called NXT Mania.
Oh no, it was. It was because there's more. So after all of that happens, because once again, this is still commercial free, we go backstage and I'm sorry, we get Oscar coming out. Oscar's about to take on Roxanne Perez.
Right.
And then Shotzi comes out.
What the fuck?
Shotzi comes out. She jumps on commentary. Her jumping on commentary, she announced that her and Scarlett are going to be the host for night one of Halloween Havoc.
Her and Scarlett?
Yeah.
Who we haven't. Wait, is Scarlett even employed?
Yeah, Scarlett and Karrion Kross are still on SmackDown.
I mean, I knew Karrion Kross because he just looks different with the hair, but like I didn't know that they brought Scarlett back too now.
Yeah,
or I mean, I guess she's been back. Yeah, I guess she's been back. Never mind.
But yeah, they have this like YouTube show together where they like try to hunt for ghosts or something like that too.
So we've been sleeping on some Shotzi and Scarlett action.
Apparently.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like. That's what it sounds like.
Oscar and Roxanne, they have a pretty good match. Of course, you know, they were singing Oscar's praises. You know, the crowd was going crazy. Oscar's going to kill you, this and the third. And they also dropped the gem that, hey, Oscar's never been defeated in an NXT ring. Come on now, foreshadow. So, match goes on. Roxanne eventually gets her ass beat. Oscar gets the dub.
Yeah.
And of course, Oscar and Roxanne kind of shake it off, and you know, they chant for Oscar because you know Oscar's back home, NXT. From that, I can't remember where it fell into the show, but they showed a video package of Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch and how their careers was kind of parallel, and you know how night one at Halloween Havoc, this is Lyra's chance to get the championship and this, that, and the third. Then we get Tegan Knox backstage talking to Lyra Valkyria, saying that, yeah, I know I lost on Raw, but I was so close to beating Becky that I know what I have to do to beat Becky. Then Tegan goes, you might have to just stand aside, Lyra, and let me take your place at Halloween Havoc. And Lyra looks at her like, girl, please. She was like, you lost. This is my time to try to become champion. And Tegan was standing there looking all kind of angry and upset. Maybe a heel change coming. Who knows? But next, we get a 6-man, what do they call it? Barroom brawl or bar fight between Gallus, Joe, and Mark Coffey and Wolfgang versus Tyler Bate, Butch, and Ridge Holland of the Brawling Brutes. It actually wasn't a bad match. It wasn't a bad match. It was one of those fun, anything goes matches. Ultimately, the quote unquote good guys gets the dub. They hit a triple power bomb. I can't remember who they hit the triple power bomb on, but Bate and the Brawling Brutes gets the dub. Then the greatest of all time, as they've been self-proclaiming him, John Cena comes out.
Yeah, I'm getting really tired of hearing that. Like, I don't know who else said it, but yeah, let Cena or let just don't call him the greatest of all time. He doesn't even look like he wants to be called that.
I can agree.
I think
I
it was
can
Lit
agree.
that said that. But yeah.
I can agree. But he comes out, they're singing his song, and now there was one fan loudly screaming Cena sucks while Cena was cutting his promo, and Cena even turns to him. He was like, "Look, I can appreciate that guy's honesty over there." But so Cena comes out, he's saying what he has to say. He gets interrupted by Braun Breaker. Him and Breaker kind of have words, and Cena was basically like, "Look, I was gonna basically ether you, but I'm gonna just let you ride because you're still young, you're still trying to figure things out. I'm gonna let you, I'm gonna let you do your thing." And then it was at one point where they was flipping John Cena's song with Braun Breaker because they were saying Braun Breaker sucks, and then Cena was like, "Wow, this is my first time being on the other side of that, and this actually feels pretty cool." But so him and Breaker kind of get into a little dust up. Cena was about to hit Breaker with a attitude adjustment. Breaker slips out, and cooler heads kind of prevail until later. Um, there was a scene where Paul Heyman showed up and everything, and then there was another scene where Paul Heyman was secretly talking to Ava Raine, The Rock's daughter. So we'll see where that goes. Um, then Cena and Mello were back there talking, and then eventually Trick Williams shows up. Oh, you know what? I'll get to that in a second. Dawn versus Ilya. Dawn versus Ilya happens. LA Knight as the referee, and the crowd was going stupid for LA Knight.
Of course they were.
Like you would have honestly forgot LA that there was actually a match going on because they was chanting for LA Knight so much. Anytime there was action going on, they kept screaming, "Yeah!" And there was even a few times where LA Knight was kind of directing the crowd and kind of playing along into it. Like you can really tell that LA Knight is the people's champion. No pun intended.
I'm all
Um,
for that shit. Like, I'm always happy to see a promotion like starting to listen to the fans,
yes,
and like just don't lean into it too much.
I can agree. I can agree. Don't lean into it too much.
Yeah.
Um, Ilya and Dom had an okay match. I mean, you knew the title wasn't going to change hands because one, it was a random title match on NXT. Then LA Knight a special ref. Ilya just won the belt. So during the match, at one point, Judgment Day does come out. They get dispatched. Um, Rhea tries to do the same thing with what she did to Wesley when Dom first won the belt. And then that's when Trick Williams pulled her off the apron and caught her. And, he was kind of staring into her like, "Hey,"
Hey
and Rhea
yo,
was
how
like,
you
"You
doing?
get your hands off me." So, Ilya retains. Um, I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that was
Um,
kind of a good. Yeah.
then there was a segment. Carmelo was talking to John Cena, and then Trick walks in, and then Mello was like, "Yeah, um, wait, let me rewind before I announce that." Cody had a segment with Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin was saying how he should be the number one contender, this, that, and the third. Oh, because after the match, Corbin comes out. Corbin comes out, and Dijak beats Corbin to the punch, and Dijak beats up Ilya. So he's like, "I deserve the number one contender match." Da, 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 da. And Cody was like, well, I mean, it looks like Dijak kind of beat you to the point and this, that, and the third. And then he was like, well, how about this? Next week, there's a triple threat match between you, Dijak, and the winner of Carmelo and Braun. And the winner will fight Ilya Dragunov. I think they said either night 1 or night 2 of Halloween Havoc. I can't remember. Then we see Trick, John Cena, Mello, and then Mello was like, yeah. You know, I'm fired up now. You know, I'm trying to beat Braun Breaker so I can get that triple threat match so I can get my championship back. And then he was like, oh, yeah, Trick, we're going to make sure we get your championship back too. And then Trick was kind of giving him these looks like, damn, fam, do you even care about me anymore like that? And then, you know, after Mello leaves, he looks at John and he was like, John, when did you find out that it was your time? And John looks at him like, come on, we got a lot to talk about. So
wait, say that again. Sorry, man. Cut out.
What happened was after Mello left, Trick talks to Cena and he asks Cena, when did you find out that it was your time?
Oh.
And then Cena goes, come on, Trick, we got a lot to talk about. You know.
Oh shit! So you could actually see him giving him the push off, or like, proper send off.
Possibly. Then we get another match of the women's breakout tournament. We get Lola Vice versus Danny Palmer. Lola Vice picks up that dub. And then there was another segment. Cody was talking to Tony D'Angelo and Stax, and they was talking about how, you know, they need contenders for their tag team championships at Halloween Havoc. So they proposed a 10-team battle royal where if one member gets eliminated, both members are eliminated.
Oh shit! That's
then the last 2 teams will then stop and have a regular tag team match, and whoever wins gets the number 1 contendership. We also get a segment where Jade Cargill showed up, and you know, she was greeted by Shawn Michaels. That's what I thought Cody's announcement was going to be, that Jade Cargill was going to be NXT.
Right there, yeah.
What else? Was there any other things before I get to the main event? I don't think so. So now we get Breaker, Mello. They actually put on a pretty good fight. Like, you know, it wasn't a bad match because one is NXT, so they usually get pretty decent matches. And, you know, it was kind of them running it back from Stand and Deliver. Like I said, Cena was in Mello's corner. Paul Heyman was in Braun Breaker's corner.
Was he now?
Shenanigans.
Oh yeah, I remember he was teased that he was gonna be there.
Yeah. Shenanigans ended up happening, and I know Solo Sikoa came out, and Solo Sikoa and John Cena started fighting. Then it led to Carmelo taking advantage and Carmelo winning. And after Carmelo wins, Braun Breaker recovers, starts to beat up Carmelo. And then Braun Breaker says the magical words, I'm the biggest badass in WWE. Then the lights go out.
Yep, there it is.
And then the music hits. It is the infamous Kid Rock. And we get the American Badass Undertaker coming out.
Oh, and you mean the most popular version?
I didn't really like that version of Taker.
Did you not?
The American Badass was not my favorite version of Taker.
Damn. Okay.
He was not. But he comes out on his motorcycle. He rides around the ring. He gets in the ring. He starts mixing it up with Breaker. He hits Breaker with a hell of a choke slam. Like, that was Wedgie City. Then he grabs the mic. He stands over Breaker and was like, just know, kid, there's always a bigger and badder badass around the corner, and you just ran into the most badass of them all. Then, he picks up Carmelo out the corner, and then they kind of celebrate the showboat, and boom, that's how the show ends.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So that was a very, 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 very jam-packed and star-studded NXT. Now I will turn it over to
Oh no,
Yeager Bombastic.
we gotta talk about this
Oh,
real
go ahead, go
quick.
ahead, go ahead.
All right, hold on a second. So, if I'm remembering the timeline right here, we had AEW announce that they needed to go to Tuesday because of the
Yes.
playoffs,
Mm-hmm.
and then WWE was like, "Oh shit," and
Yes.
then therefore went out, asked every retired person who might still come back out if they will come back out,
Yes.
and I don't know, do a promo, maybe take a bump or two,
And we
and
had crowd favorites of LA Knight,
yes, and
one of the most
Oscar,
dominant champions in NXT history, and Oscar show
yeah,
up.
yeah, yeah,
Like I said, you had Shotzi
yeah,
show up out of nowhere. You had
Shotzi,
Tegan show up out of nowhere.
Tegan, freaking Cena, Undertaker. Did you say Shawn Michaels, or was that just like from the back?
No, he was there. He
Shawn
he
Michaels
greeted
too.
Jay Cargill.
Cody
Yeah,
Rhodes.
Judgment Day, because all of them showed up. So you had Finn, Priest, and Rhea. Can't remember if JD was there, but you definitely had Finn, Priest, and Rhea.
So they were definitely panicking.
Oh no, it was definite. So I was gonna say it after you finished talking about Dynamite. It
Okay.
You can 100% tell this is a out of multiverse show. Like, yeah, some of the storylines are gonna still carry over, but we know, well, we who typically watch NXT know this is not normal.
Yeah.
This is not a normal thing you're gonna see. So next week, don't tune in thinking you're gonna see anything like this. Because it's gonna go back to being a regular NXT show. And that was one of the big issues, but I'll talk about that later on. So now all of that was happening.
Yeah.
Let us
Huh.
know, Yeager, what was going on Dynamite side of things.
Well, over on the TNT side of things, we had quite a few things go on.
Mm-hmm.
So, to get it going, first of all, what the fuck? We had a pre-show for this event.
Yeah, I thought that was weird. I didn't watch it, but I thought that was weird.
Honestly, I'm mad that I missed it because it's a fantastic matchup. Eddie Kingston versus
Kingston,
Minoru Suzuki.
yeah.
Like these
I
are
think
people
by
that
the
are
time I
not.
remember, I think by the
Go
time
ahead.
I remembered, I think the match was over.
Damn. Freaking. All right. So yeah. Anyways, it was I mean, I had to go back and watch it off YouTube, but
Yeah.
honestly, this was a hell of a match that should have
Oh, really?
definitely. This could have been the main event, bro. These two went at each
Really?
other. Yeah. They gave zero fucks about the fact they were pre-show.
Huh.
Yeah. And
Okay.
yeah, it was a hell of a match. These two, like, I mean, especially with Suzuki, man, he's known to be aggressive like this. I'm
Yes.
really tired of the disrespect this man keeps getting from this company. Like, it's like you can't let him finish his freaking intro. You can't let him do this or that.
It's
Get
almost like why it's almost kind of like why he even still there.
honestly though, I just want them to at least lean into it and be like, okay, let's like get a feud going out of this or something. You know, like.
Mm,
Let's make Tony Khan a little bit Weasley or something, and like give him a
yeah.
wrestler that's gonna step up for him. I don't know. Like I don't know. Let's have something come from this because you can twist this to where like it's like something that's good. Like you can make a
Yeah.
solid storyline out of this. Like why does Minoru Suzuki keep getting these like shit gigs as far as like for matches? But
Yeah.
yeah, that was our pre-show
Okay.
before the Dynamite. To start things off here, we had Bryan Danielson go up against Swerve Strickland.
Oh, that started off the show. Okay.
Yeah, that kicked it off, man. And yeah, it was It was honestly, I mean, it was Danielson versus Swerve, man. It was a good fucking match. Like Swerve showed out like he's been doing, and he even attempted a 450 splash.
Danielson?
No, Swerve.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I'm about to say Danielson.
No, Danielson did the Danielson thing. He's like doing the psycho knees and everything
Yeah,
else. But freaking yeah, Swerve tried some shit. He keeps on trying shit that is just like at least new. It's always like one new thing every match. It's
yeah.
interesting. But in the end, like Danielson ended up taking a win. Hit him with the psycho knee, and then let me see here. What was it? Oh yeah, Hangman showed up.
Okay.
Forgot to mention that. Where was it? Let me get to my notes here. Oh yeah, there it goes. It was he was trying to use Nana's crown, and and then Paige showed up and like stopped him.
Uh-huh.
And the whole freaking distraction of it, Danielson rocked with the knee for the win.
Yeah.
But I mean, yeah, Swerve still looks strong, and as always, shout out to Prince Nana for doing everything that he does outside of the ring. Like that man keeps on dancing. Like everybody, like there was a reviewer I was looking at yesterday who said, honestly, if Tony Khan wanted to keep the ratings up, you could have just had Prince Nana dance for like 2 hours.
That would have been amazing.
That would have been hilarious. I just
That
would have
would
been
have been amazing.
and it's just, just loop Swerve's song for those 2 hours.
Just lose it.
Just loop it. Yeah, we'll be fine. Just have him swing his arms left to right like that. Bump, bump, bump. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry for the non-physical appearance at the moment, but I'm getting there. Let's see here. After that, we had this one was pretty fucking quick, but it was Jericho versus Hobbs, and it was because of the reveal that Hobbs is now a member of the Don Callis family, being a good
So they
big
made it
man.
official.
Yeah, like Callis came out with him and everything.
Okay.
So yeah, it had to be real in my opinion, but it was honestly kind of a squash. Like even with Callis there, and even if it being Jericho, like Jericho actually put Hobbs over, and I mean Hobbs has been like mid for a little bit, so it was good to see him get like a boost like that.
And at this time too, I mean, if we're really looking at the dynamics of this match, it should be a squash anyway.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So Jericho gets squashed by Hobbs.
Jericho gets squashed by Hobbs. Callis, of course, is like talking his shit. Jericho getting a little bit of help from Kenny, but they back out.
Yeah.
But it goes on from there to a pretty damn funny skit with Adam Cole and Roderick Strong with the Kingdom.
Yeah.
You got MJF like kind of like wondering where the fuck Cole is, and then you got it cuts over to like he starts off by calling Cole, then it cuts over to him with Roddy, and Cole's of course hopping around like on the crutches, and then Roddy's in this wheelchair, but Roddy's over here like maybe 5 feet from Adam, going, Adam, Adam.
I'm gonna say
loud as shit, man.
If I would hate anybody whose name is Adam and they have a wrestling fan in their life, because they are definitely being shouted at like that.
Wait, who? Oh, the fans? Oh, definitely.
No, that if they are wrestling fans and they know a person named Adam, they are 100%.
R.I.P. to that guy named Adam, because they're definitely getting yelled at like that.
How Ken Peel changed the name Aaron to Aaron.
Oh, god damn it! Right?
They are 100% people being Adam. And it's like, why do you keep saying my name that way? Adam!
I need you, Adam! I'm your best friend!
So, sorry out there, if your name is Adam and you have a wrestling fan in your life, because Roddy Strong has just ruined your name for the time being. But go ahead.
Loki, God damn it. Sorry. Let's see here. Getting me off track here. Oh yeah. So, all right. So yeah, that's happening. He's calling out to him, going Adam, and then fucking hilariously, he's like, "Yo, but I actually got you something, man." And he gives Adam Cole a fuck, like when people get those scooters.
Mhm.
Yeah, those little one-leg scooters. Yeah, he got
Yeah,
Adam a scooter. So now it cuts to a montage of them rolling around this like villa of a house in the wheelchair and the scooter, and
yeah.
they're having like the time of their lives, being best buds. Meanwhile, the Kingdom is giving Adam Cole the side eye, and like they're just I don't know, they're just keeping an eye on him, like just
Yes.
making sure they watch that he doesn't do anything stupid. And they
Yeah.
know that he's not the true best friend like they are.
Yeah, because it's all about being next strong.
Yeah, of course. Let me see here. Oh yeah, from that we followed into where is it? Oh, there it goes. Oh, we had the international championship. Now,
Okay.
before I get into who the contenders were, there was a bit of a swerve on this match
Okay.
because Moxley was still listed as too injured to wrestle, not
Okay.
cleared yet.
Okay.
So we had a surprise combatant for the open challenge of one Orange Cassidy against Ray Phoenix for the championship.
Okay.
Now, if any of us remember, this was supposed to be Moxley versus Ray Phoenix,
Phoenix. Yeah.
and we already knew that this was just going to be like, okay, Mox is going to get his belt back.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Yeah. Well, it didn't happen. It actually goes the other way, where Orange Cassidy picks up that belt and pretty much resets the timeline of Ray Phoenix, Phoenix winning. I mean,
I mean, if we're really putting it in perspective, like let's truly put this
yeah,
in perspective.
yeah,
If we look at all the other champions before, they gave Cassidy such this legendary run with the belt that it was gonna look weird with him without it. Now, had it not been for the fact of Moxley getting hurt, then yeah, we could have saw. I'm not gonna say legitimacy, but we could have saw Moxley taking it and possibly, having a different run with the international championship. But like you said, reset the timeline.
yeah, exactly. And it's fine. It's
Yeah,
gonna be okay, but it's still just like a little annoying that we just pretty much went back to before. What was it? All in.
basically.
Yeah. So I mean, like I said, it's fine. We're back to back to square one with this. I'm not mad at it. At the same time, though, like
Man, Juggs used it.
I know that
Juggs had
Fenix
used his
winning.
whole money in the bank for that match.
He sure did.
Damn. just for a couple of months later to be reset.
Oh, that's insult to
Wow.
injury.
That's hurtful.
That
Okay,
I
but
mean,
all right. Shout
damn.
out
I didn't,
to OC,
I didn't
two-time
even make
international
that
champion.
connection. Yeah. First two-time international champion.
Okay.
Timeline's reset. He's looking like he's gonna win or he's looking like he's happier now because he was looking pretty depressed.
Yes, he was looking very depressed with Hook. Was Hook out
Yeah.
there with him?
Huh?
Was Hook out there with him?
Oh, he showed up after he won because like the
Okay.
rest of the best
Okay.
friends showed up and all that.
Okay. The glorious purpose has been fulfilled.
Pretty much. All right. So sorry, I'm also writing one or two things, but let's see here. Okay, cool. So after that, we had Tony Storm's little promo,
Yeah.
which came in the form of a silent movie.
Nice.
So the way that worked was The way that worked was she just like moved around on screen pretty
Mhm.
much and just like did things while the commercial break was in picture.
Nice. I dig it.
Yeah.
She is really
Uh,
killing this gimmick.
Tony Storm for damn
She is
sure.
she no Tony Stone. She is killing this.
Yeah, that's what I said. I thought.
Timeless Tony Storm is killing it right now.
Oh, I agree with you completely. Like she's doing the Marilyn Monroe thing. It's working for her.
Yes.
And also like the somewhat insane Marilyn Monroe, or actually,
Yes.
no, what was it? What was that? Who were those two like TV show women that were like always at each other's throats?
Shit.
You know what I'm talking about, though,
I
yeah.
know who you're talking about. And if I ask Ashley right now, she will probably just But I know who you're talking about.
Yes, that one. But yeah, it was a picture-in-picture commercial break. She looked like she was putting on some. She looked like she was just trying to fill the air with time.
Yeah.
But I mean, she was doing it in her fit, and I mean, Tony be Tonying.
Tony B. Tony.
So
You are absolutely right.
ain't nobody mad at it.
At all.
But we're also going to get back on track here because after the commercial break, we had another match. And I mean, by match, I don't really mean match because
Mhm.
this was like the squash. And I mean, this is our first squash of the night. But it was Wardlow. Or actually,
Ooh.
I'm sorry. This is like our second squash of the night. Sorry. But it was like Wardlow
Uh-huh.
versus Matt Sydal.
Oh, come on, fam.
Bruh, Matt Sydal didn't even get the entrance.
Come on, fam. Matt Sydal,
Look, we all know that Matt Sydal's a good wrestler and all
he
that, but
is, but come on, now going against Warlow.
like we know that this is about to end in like 8 more power bombs, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
poor guy.
So we already know that Matt Sydal got power bombed to hell and back.
Yes.
So after that happens and the match is over in like 2 minutes. Oh, the one caveat that was interesting about this was the fact that that Wardlow was coming out, and on his wrist tape, you could see the letters MJF on there.
Yeah, apparently last week he had the same thing.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
we're trying to figure out what's going on there. If he's gonna like side with Max because Jay White stole his belt, or like whatever the fuck is gonna happen.
yeah.
Yeah, we'll see. But right now he's riding solo and he's getting himself like dunked on because like no, anyways, let me not get ahead of myself here. But yeah, so
Okay.
after Wardlow squashed Matt Sydal, MJF came out
Okay.
and pretty much. Oh no, I'm tripping. It was the other way around. Sorry. After the Wardlow squashed Matt Sydal, yeah, I got these the other way around. Uh, it wasn't too much longer before Hangman and Switchblade had their match.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not even gonna lie to you, man. This was a fantastic match. Like,
I didn't even know they was having a match, but okay.
yeah, it's actually, yeah, it was just like a little feud match because,
Huh.
yeah, I'm trying to bring up why exactly that happened.
Because it's
Oh,
AEW.
it was just listed as a dream match. My bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but dude, Switchblade is possibly more of a cerebral assassin than Triple H.
I can see it. I mean, you got to look at it this way. It's great that we can have some of our younger talent study the greats and take what they did and ran with it.
True, very true.
Yeah. And that's not necessarily a bad thing.
You know what? It's not, but like for them to be able to watch the tape. I mean, you're seeing it also in WWE right now with LA Knight as well. Like he's taking
Mm-hmm.
bits from The Rock. He's taking bits from like a little bit from Triple H as well. But I mean, shit. Even Seth Rollins, they all took that. I mean, it was more on the nose because they were like working for Triple H.
Yes.
But yeah, they all take like a little bit of like of a of an inspiration from the greats, and then that's not bad at all.
It's not bad at all.
But I mean, when I'm talking about with Switchblade being a cerebral assassin, is because this dude just kept working the dragon screw leg sweep, and damn, dude,
them damn dragon screws.
yeah, he just kept on doing the dragon screw to Hangman's right knee, and so every time he tried to pick him up, you'd see him be the knee would buckle, or he couldn't do a freaking buckshot lariat because his knee would buckle out. Yeah. So damn, it really showed that White knew his opponent, and everything like that.
Yeah.
And I mean, come on, dude. The Bullet Club Gold rolling together is always hilarious because they bring that same kind of Bullet Club antagonism that they do from Japan. Because in Japan, they will do everything. They'll fuck with the ref. They'll fuck with the other opponents. They'll just sweep their little. They'll try and hook the ankle real quick, from the apron. They do everything, and then as soon as the ref is distracted, oh dude, it's it's over. Somebody's gonna But yeah, they bring a lot of that. But they were especially just talking shit to Hangman throughout the whole thing. It was just. You know how Juice Robinson makes it funny, just screaming at the man. So, yeah, it was just entertaining the whole time through. But after that, I mean, I don't want to say it was inevitable, but with the way everything was running in that match, Jay White got that W, man. And I mean, with the way drama's rolling, it's going to happen with Jay White to get the W. Although I will say they are promoting the story continuity because they had freaking Prince Nana come out and screw over Hangman to get that W.
Good. I'm glad.
Yeah. So
they got the continuity still going.
Exactly. So yeah, continued storytelling. It's been great. I'm liking this. I'm trying to see where the Bucks go on this, but we'll see after I guess this week because they didn't really show up.
Yeah.
Okay, cut it out. Where was it?
After Switchblade gets the dub.
Yeah, after he gets the dub. I'm sorry, man. Like I said, I had one or two things out of order here on the list, but yeah. So Nana did a little dance, got the dub, did his thing, but after that, it was when MJF came out.
Okay.
And man's is livid, Dude is wanting to get his belt back.
He got Triple B.
Yeah. Freaking right now, the Triple B has been rebranded to still the Triple B, but the Bang Bang belt.
Oh my God, that is amazing.
It's fire, isn't it?
Oh my God. Okay, Jay White has to win that match at Full Gear.
He has to. If he doesn't now, it's I don't know what to do, man.
He has to.
I don't know what to do if he doesn't win that shit. But oh my God, Gold they're on fire. I knew you were gonna lose your shit on that Bang Bang belt.
The Bang Bang belt. Oh yeah, he has to win.
Yeah,
he has to.
It really does have to happen at this point.
Yeah, he has to.
But let me get to it on what MJF was doing though.
Okay.
So he comes out to the ring, freaking pissed off. He's demanding his title back. Of course, Jay White's like, "No, you can wait for it." And Jay White was like, "Nah, I don't think I want to give it to you. And if you really want it, I mean, you can do like any other challenger has to do and wait till Full Gear."
Wow.
And he's like, "But of course, if you want it now, you can come and get it." This is Jay White saying this with the rest of the Bang Bang gang in the ring with him.
Yeah.
But then freaking he passes the mic over to freaking Juice. Freaking Juice. Oh my God. First of all, Juice opens this conversation threatening a roll of quarters on MJF.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you don't know why that's a bigger burn than what I just told you, you got to remember what MJF is outside of wrestling.
Yes.
Yeah. So yeah, telling MJF you're gonna beat him with a roll of quarters ain't exactly kosher.
No, it's
And
not.
no, and MJF, and then the fact that Juice actually pulled out a roll of quarters to show the camera, MJF goes livid immediately. Goes like, you come anywhere near me with those. And I think he actually had to get censored out with fucking quarters. Like I'll beat
Yeah,
you or some shit like that. Like he actually lost it on that one.
yeah,
But but it was just like to cause like more of a bitter like thing, like just to try and stir up more heat the way MJF
yeah.
does with anybody else. But on top of Juice making the threat with quarters, he then volunteered himself to be in the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royale next week.
Hey, which will be in Rosenberg, Texas, which we will be at
Yes, it
that
will.
show. Hey,
We will be there. It's gonna be a thing. The Bang Bang Gang gonna show up in color. It's gonna be fun. Anyways,
guns up. Yeah,
guns fucking up.
yes.
But aside from Juice throwing himself into the Dynamite Diamond Battle Royal, Guns started like went off and like said like a thing or I had a quip or two there that were
Hmm.
just like corny for the Guns. But overall, man, this is this I mean this the segments following the match.
Hmm.
Yeah, it really drove home that MJF has like nobody in his corner right now.
Yeah, yeah, because Roddy's too busy with Adam is too busy
Adam's
with
too busy
Roddy. I
with body,
mean,
yeah.
yeah. So so let me ask you this before you continue.
Sure.
Do you feel that apparently the heat AEW has been getting from, they've been saying that that promo has been very anti-Semitic. So you think that that is a fair assessment?
You see, now I feel like there's a lot of ease in throwing around the term anti-Semitic right now, just because of
Yeah.
current political affairs and world affairs.
Yes.
There's been a lot of rhetoric,
Because
and
I heard that too. I heard that especially while what's going on in the real world, this
yeah,
feels very anti-Semitic. So yeah,
yeah. I'm gonna go on a limb and try and vouch for Juice and him not knowing what happened, like
yeah,
in the world while this show was being recorded.
yeah,
If I end up being proven wrong, I'll make the apology here myself. Y'all know I'll do it,
yes,
but yeah, I'm gonna just lean on like the side of like what is it, the better judgment or like the fact
yeah,
or what is it? You know what I mean? I'm gonna try and
yeah,
paint.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and hope that he did that without knowing.
Yeah.
As far as it being anti-Semitic, like I think we were. If I know that MJF is Jewish, and I know that he calls himself a Jew boy, and I mean, I know that you can call yourself a Jew boy if you're Jewish,
Yeah.
and for someone else to call you a Jew boy and they're not Jewish is a little weird and on the edge, if not actually anti-Semitic.
Yes.
Now, I think if we have to explain, because this is like an old joke or
Hmm.
an old slur, an old derogatory term, however you want to phrase it.
Hmm.
I'm at a point, and this is just because this could be just because I'm getting older, but I'm at a point where if I have to like go into it and explain it as to why it's possibly racist or bigoted or derogatory or something like that,
Hmm.
if I have to like explain it more than just in one or two sentences, then I think that we don't have to be up in arms about it. Maybe so much to go as like, yeah, he said something that was problematic. He should apologize for that. But I don't think we need to cancel him. I don't think he needs to be fired. I don't think anything like that.
I can agree with that take because you're right. Because sometimes somebody can say something, and a lot of people can just look at it and be like, "Well, that sounds like a messed up comment," and then you'll have somebody on the internet, yeah, back in 1946, and da 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 da. It's like, whoa, 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 whoa. I don't think that individual did all that research. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. So I can understand that sentiment.
Yeah, exactly. So
Because like you're saying too, there's outright fucked up shit you can say,
exactly.
and there is some sly fucked up shit you can say. But if you say something or possibly do something that the collective world is kind of like, huh? And then somebody has to come out. Well, back in '75, when this and that happened, this person famously went on TV and did this. It's like, fam, who saw? Wait, what? Who saw this? You know. So I can somewhat agree with that assessment.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Like
Yeah, like I said,
I'm not
I
trying.
can somewhat agree with that assessment.
I'm in no way trying to defend somebody
Yeah,
who like makes a take that is literally like geared toward like hurting somebody's feelings or something that's
yeah.
geared toward anger or hate. Like, no, obviously, do not do that.
And you know
However, if
what?
you're just go ahead.
To be fair,
What were you saying?
no, I'm saying, and to be fair,
Uh huh.
Freeman was probably the one who told Juice to do it.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you gotta expect that with these
Yeah,
shows that these are ran by each other.
yeah.
Like you can we also remember the fact that this is the same show where Christian Cage is straight up like
That is
trying to
true.
be people's dads.
That is true. He is
Also,
literally,
MJF called freaking Brian Pillman Jr.'s mom a whore
yep,
to his
yep,
face.
yep. So you're
So
absolutely right.
yeah, So yeah, it's like I said, as long as there's not any hate behind it, then I think it's fine. If
Yeah.
it's cutting a promo just to draw some heat, like he was, then again, it's fine. Is it problematic? Probably, but we're not hearing anything from dirt sheets how that was like unscripted or anything of that nature, or
And
to where like he called an audible and then MJF was pissed about that.
and to be fair, we've also had mad promos throughout wrestling history that was a little like, hey, yo, a little
Hey
bit
yo,
racist. A little bit
yeah,
racist. So mad promos. I mean, Triple H, Booker T, JBL, Eddie Guerrero. Like you said, you had MJF saying some stuff. You didn't have,
exactly,
like I said, there has been things that line crossing. You've had people always talk about Jeff and his sobriety. You know, you didn't had people with Brian Pillman. So there has been mad things throughout wrestling. And like you were saying, Christian talking about deceased fathers and things like that. So
yeah.
yeah, but okay, I just wanted to get your take because apparently AEW has been getting heat for them running that promo on MJF. So I just wanted to get your take on
You
that
see,
situation.
look, man, I'm not going to say that I'm anti-Semitic by any means. I believe everybody is due a level of respect as long as
Yes,
it is given. You know what I mean?
yes.
I have my own opinions when it comes to Israel and the situation over there. I have my own
Hmm.
opinions when it comes to the Palestinians and how they're living right now.
Yeah.
Um, I'm not going to get into the world politics on this show on this episode, but yeah, that's like people need to get off this pearl clutching shit whenever it comes to Israel. Like you can't like I know that this country is always the first to jump to Israel's defense on the smallest thing that happens,
Hmm.
but just like anybody needs to do with anything, you need to look at the facts. You need to do your own research on things. I'm not trying to like tell you to do the whole QAnon bullshit. I'm not even I don't support that at all.
But
But
you're right.
before
No, I mean,
but
literally, just basic knowledge on anything is good.
yes, like
Yeah.
why are the attacks happening back and forth between these two countries? Just look up your facts for yourself. Don't let Fox or CNN or whatever the fuck tell you
Facts.
what to think. Think for yourselves, people. That's all I'm saying.
Facts. Speaking of, okay, so what was after
Oh
the
yeah.
whole MJF and the Bang Bang game?
Oh yeah. So that actually finished up with damn, what was that? I think they just cut the commercial break towards the end of that, like with
Okay,
with Jay White telling him, yeah, like, we got to come back to this, and then Juice telling him that he was going to be in the Battle Royal.
yeah,
Okay, and then here, let's see here. Oh, cool! I can finally do this. Apparently, it's been long awaited, so I figured I might as well give it to y'all.
uh-oh,
Hey,
there you go,
got here.
there you go.
So, like I was trying to say, we after that match we had Sheeta versus Saraya.
Okay, for the for the
And
for the championship.
for the women's championship, the AEW Women's World Championship.
Okay, okay,
This was a solid match. Like, don't get me wrong here. However, Saraya was starting to show what she was showing it all in.
uh-huh.
That while she was back in the ring, she was
That she's
still
looking limited.
looking a little limited, looking a couple steps behind. You can tell that she was still giving it a solid performance. Like,
Mm-hmm.
really, she was. But yeah, like it. I can understand that her winning it all in was more of like a feel good moment, more like a
Yeah,
milestone thing. Because, well, Sheeta won. Like, let me just go ahead and
okay.
get to that point. But Sheeta won. She had a couple what do they call the Boomayes?
Her katana.
Yeah, like, but for I think it was what other wrestler called it? Oh, Shinsuke Nakamura was the one that called it
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
Boomaye.
Shinsuke was the Boomaye until he had to change it.
Yeah, yeah. She did a lot of those,
Yeah,
which I mean can play into the fact that she has a hurt neck and all that.
yeah.
But yeah, it was honestly like a competitive match, but it wasn't their best match of the night.
Okay.
But yeah, Sheeta. I was surprised to see Sheeta coming away with this belt. To be honest, though, like I didn't
Like,
think they were going to take the belt off Saraya, but after having
mm,
like I don't know 2 nights to think about it, I'm like, you know what? How
fuck it,
long
why
did you
not?
really think that she was going to hold that thing? You know?
Makes sense.
Yeah. But after that, we had another little Tony promo. You know, just a little silent movie thing again. Her just honestly, she's just in her fit, looking good,
Yeah,
and yeah, that's all we really need to see. I mean,
yeah. No, really, you're absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct.
now to top off the night, we have Edge.
Oh,
We
oh,
have
oh, oh, oh,
Adam.
oh.
We have an Adam, not an Adam, just an Adam. Mr. Copeland, Mr. No, Mr. Hall of Famer, Mr.
Yeah,
Future Hall
Hall
of
of
Famer.
Famer. You
Yeah,
know,
Mr. Hall of Famer. Oh yeah, yeah. I
some
mean,
would say he's a rated R superstar.
they may even just say that.
Yeah,
I assume he's a future Hall of Famer with Christian as the
yeah.
actual tag team.
You know, some
Maybe.
might even say, we don't know him.
I mean, I could say I think I know him.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. Well, before everything got started, of course, Luchasaurus and Christian came out.
Okay.
Um, Christian was feeling chatty,
Mm-hmm.
so this gentleman proceeds to address his "go fuck yourself" comment.
Mm-hmm.
Um, talks about his successes with everybody, or his successes that he's had. Then he points out how Mr. Copeland tried to be a leader,
Mm-hmm.
how that hasn't happened, or how that didn't work out for him too well. To where he said, "That's the thing here. Nick Wayne, Luchasaurus, whoever. I'm not trying to be their leader. I'm
Yeah.
their father." He hit him with, "I'm their father." And I was just like,
Right.
ooh. Man, he's like in there, and then he's like, you know what, Adam, you know, and you know they're really a big fan of my work. You know who else I know is a big fan of my work? Your wife.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Not no bringing up Beth.
yeah. He went and brought up Beth.
Oh no.
Yeah, and he goes on to be like, and you know what, Adam? After Luchasaurus takes care of you today, I think I might just go ahead and head home for you. You tuck your kids in, and then tuck your wife Beth into bed. Bro,
Wow. Christian is literally like the best heel of today.
he is the best heel of 2023 by far.
By
By far.
far.
By
By
far.
far.
He's blowing MJF out the water. I don't even know how he's
By
doing.
far.
I don't even know how he's
Heel of
doing
the
that, man.
year is 100% Christian Cage.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah. Christian Cage is that fucking menace. Like, god
The
damn.
turtleneck guard.
I always forget about that, and I'm always like just delighted to hear it.
Because I mean, the fact that he rocks the turtleneck and then wrestles
In the sleeveless
in
turtleneck.
sleeveless version. Exactly, Loki.
Yeah. But yeah, so as you would expect, Adam's music hits and he is full on sprinting.
Okay.
Oh yeah, he's running to the ring. He slides in. Luchasaurus gets a couple stomps on him. Then it's like off to the races. Honestly, Luchasaurus was pulling the like a good 65-35 of this match.
Okay.
Like that's to be expected though. This is like Adam's first match back.
This is the first match in the company, yeah.
So, but what is it? So at one point, I mean, it's a back and forth. It's only like a 15-minute match, but it's a back and forth. At one point, though, Edge, damn it, Adam Copeland, freaking, he somehow like gets a hold of the strap of the CNC title. Freaking decks Luchasaurus with it, like behind him, and if I'm remembering correctly, he like either like slides it or throws it back at Christian to where, or no, he decked him with something. Or he decked him. I wasn't remembering because I was like not looking at the TV exactly, but he decks him with the belt, and the belt either goes back to Christian or like on the floor. Either way, Luchasaurus believes that Christian was the one who hit him. Yes, of course. That provides enough of a distraction for Edge to get. I'm sorry, I'll fix that. But for Copeland to get the roll-up pin, we could get a 1, 2, 3. We get Copeland getting his first W on AEW. But Christian is not happy with that. Luchasaurus is not happy with that. Nick Wayne, who slides in after the match to hold Adam Copeland's leg like a 5-year-old asking his dad not to go to work.
Swag.
Like, you just have Copeland looking down on him like, what the fuck are you doing? And then as soon as he looks back up, it's Luchasaurus' boot to his face. Yeah. So there's that.
Okay.
They proceeded to put a little bit of a stomping in on Copeland to where, who do you think comes out to help?
Well, can't be Darby because Darby's out.
You're loosely in. Actually, no, you're loosely warm. Let's go with that.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it wasn't Sting.
Was not.
Okay. Who else rocks with Darby and is pissed with shit? I don't know.
I was not expecting this.
Okay.
But BCC.
Oh, because Christian is fighting Danielson.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Danielson and Christian are fighting on Collision. I forgot to bring that back up on the Danielson match. But, yeah. Danielson is fighting Christian at Collision. But of all fucking things, like, yeah, there was no other connection other than that. You didn't have to make that connection for them.
No, you didn't.
No. But we got Danielson coming out to save Adam Copeland from Christian Cage.
Well, baby Danielson is trying to save his fellow brother in arms who was injured and told that he could never come back. So, and plus, Saraya was on the show too. So, yeah.
We got all the neck injuries.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We got neck strong.
Neck strong. No.
But okay, the BCC.
Huh?
I said the BCC. Okay.
Yeah, BCC came out. Danielson comes out, and who did he get that
Claudio
on?
and Yuta.
Yeah. The rest of the it was for sure Danielson. I believe Claudio as well. I don't know about Yuta. I don't remember.
Okay.
But
speaking of Copeland, did you see Finn Balor's birthday post to Rhea Ripley?
Oh, that's fucked, man. No, that's bad. That's
so
bad.
There you go. Okay.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
Oh, before I forgot, because you brought up his name, Brian Pillman Jr. actually did have a segment. You know, him sitting in front of the TV, it cuts off and it's him talking. And he was like, yeah, everybody keeps comparing me to my dad, telling me I look like him, this, that, and the third. Well, I don't want his legacy. I'm doing my own thing. He was like, hell, he died when I was 4 years old, so I don't even know the man. So with that being said, I'm not using his name when I wrestle. He said, I'm using the last name King. And apparently I think his name is going to be Lexis King. Lexis King. Lexis King apparently is going to be his ring name in WWE. Yeah, exactly. So even though he's damn near a splitting image of his father, he's on the tangent of he doesn't want to be like him. He doesn't want his legacy.
Wait.
Mm-hmm.
Remember when we were trying to get groundings on NXT 2.0?
Mm-hmm.
They said nobody coming in would be using their real name anymore.
That is true.
So
apparently Lexis is a sister of his that passed away. So he's using that name.
Okay.
And I think King is from another sister of his. So apparently that's how he's using his name.
Creative. I like the sentimentality of it.
Yeah.
I'm not. I mean, regardless, I'm still not the biggest fan of Lexis King for his ring name. I mean, Brian Pillman Jr. is honestly a solid wrestling name.
Especially since you know the crowd is going to probably chant Brian Pillman Jr. just to fuck with him.
Yeah.
Like, let's be honest.
You know that this crowd is going to troll him and just scream, Brian Pillman.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now just that we both talked about the shows, let's do some slight comparisons / afters.
Okay.
The pros and cons of NXT was, yes, it was a fun show. It was a jam-packed show. The cons were you did all this to compete with AEW, which I think they said NXT almost drew 1 million and AEW drew like 600K. So technically, ratings wise, NXT won. But at the same time, you could say Dynamite won because look what NXT had to do to beat Dynamite.
Yeah.
Now,
for Dynamite, this was just a Tuesday.
Yeah, it was a Tuesday. Now, Arthur's of Wrestling, shout out to him on IG. He made a good point. He was saying, I would have rather this show been jam packed to show off the NXT talent rather than you jam packing it full of legends
Yeah.
and Cody, Oscar, and LA Knight.
Yeah.
You know, you literally had, like, just to literally round it off again, Cody, LA Knight, Oscar, Judgment Day, Tegan Knox showed up, Chassis showed up, uh, Paul Heyman, Solo Sokoa, Undertaker. Like, literally, was
Do
anybody
y'all
else?
know how many? Do y'all know how many of those people regularly show up on NXT?
Other than just Judgment Day? That's it. And Judgment
Exactly.
Day is usually Dominic and Rhea. Every now and then, yeah, you might get Finn and Priest, but Dominic and Rhea only because Dominic is North American champion. But yeah, you literally had all of their names show up literally in the building. And then if you want to count Jade Cargill,
And
but
you'll be lucky if you see any of them next week.
Dominic and Rhea will probably be the only ones.
Maybe Jade if they don't save her for like Halloween Havoc.
Maybe Jade.
Maybe.
But yeah, like literally you had all of these names show up to take on, like you said, a regular AEW. Yeah, AEW gave you the thing of we're going to do the international championship and we're going to do the women's championship. But once again, that's not out of the
Oh,
norm and out of the
Eddie
ordinary for Dynamite.
Championship too.
What's up?
Eddie Kingston's championship as
Oh yeah,
well.
Eddie Kingston on a weird pre-show. But yeah, so the fact that NXT had to do all of that to draw close to 1 million was crazy alone. And then, like I said earlier, then to come Tuesday, and it's like, well, wait, where was all of these people? I don't see Undertaker because Undertaker's not about to have a match with Braun Breaker. John Cena is not about to have a match with Braun Breaker. At least we don't think. You know, Paul Heyman is not about to try to recruit Braun Breaker to the Bloodline.
Yeah.
Cody Rhodes is not about to show up just to be like, yeah, I'm Cody Rhodes. I'm back in the building. You know what I'm saying? So,
You mean he's not going to show up and go all like, so what do you guys want to talk about?
oh, he did that. He
Oh,
did it.
God.
Yeah, he did it. He did it. You know, LA Knight's not about to show up again.
Huh?
I said LA Knight is not about to show up again.
Huh.
So you
No.
literally threw all of this at a random NXT, although it was a fun show to watch, but still, this is out of the norm for NXT, while Dynamite ran a regular Dynamite.
Yeah.
So, yeah, NXT won the night, but Dynamite won the true aspects of it because it's like, look what we had to make WWE do to compete with a regular Dynamite.
Y'all could have kept The Undertaker retired.
You know what I'm saying? A regular
Should have.
Dynamite.
Y'all should have kept The Undertaker retired.
Yeah. So,
Right?
but yeah, that was all on NXT part. Yeager, you got anything else with Dynamite?
As far as this Dynamite went, the women's is stagnant. I don't want to say down or better right now. It's just been the same. It's been stagnant.
I can agree with you on that one.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if it's because we're missing some key people here. I don't know what, like, if there's just like not enough storyline put into it, or as far as creative is going. But I would like to see more women. I would like to see more women wrestling. Tony Storm doing her kooky shit's funny, but like, let's actually see some competitors.
Yeah, if it's not going to translate into something, then
Yeah,
what's the point of doing it?
I'm 100% here for just about anything. Bang Bang Gang. But Jay White's finally, I think, gonna start getting that main eventer attention.
I think so too.
I think we just had to get people familiar with him because they didn't know him for shit. Because Japanese wrestler and all that, but yeah, they're seeing his mic work. They're seeing how good the Bullet Club Gold is. Like despite the fact
the bang bang belt though, like
the bang bang belt, bro.
Bang bang belt, like
Dude, it rolled off the tongue so nice too.
Damn.
He's like, "Oh no, Max," like doing his freaking his accent. He's like, "This ain't the Triple B now, baby. No, it's the Bang Bang Belt, baby." I was just like, "Oh,
Bang bang belt is just wow."
Oh.
Like, how could you be mad at that name?
I'm not. I'm just like
he needs to be champion now.
You can't name a belt with such a great name and then not be champ. No, MJF, if you're supposed to win at Full Gear, you better call that fucking audible, man. Like this.
Yes.
This is gold. This is
like
Bullet Club gold.
Even if Max needs to win it back or something, I don't know, but I don't know. I'm kind of feeling the fact that
you know
Jay
what?
White needs to win.
You know what? I'll even say it. Like the only people I really want to like see in title contention for the AEW belt, at least for the next, I don't know, year. Only 3 names I'm really going to care about are MJF.
Okay.
Jay White.
Okay.
And Adam Cole.
And I can agree with all 3 of those names.
I feel like we need to see Cole wear the belt at least once. It'd be a nice treat for it to be off of MJF.
Yeah.
But he's injured right now for God knows how long. I don't know if he's pulled out the ankle. I don't know if he broke bone. I don't know what the fuck he did. So
yeah.
Until we get that figured out and get a timetable, I'm okay with like 2 massive egos between Jay White and MJF going against each other. And also, I'm going to say it from a promo standpoint, it's freaking beautiful to see MJF, who's been the right asshole throughout the whole time here, getting bullied and actually looking upset about it.
Yeah, I heard that was another thing that they was like, it's weird to see that they're so some of the complaints is that it's weird that they're running a bullying storyline in a sense. The fact that, MJF is getting bullied, that is weird that they're kind of running that type of situation. And it's like, well, to be fair,
it's real life.
It's real life.
You're going to get bullies. It's like just because it doesn't really happen in TV anymore doesn't mean that bullies aren't a thing in real life. However, there's a lot of nice comebacks to people bullying now. Like, you want this kid's lunch money? That's like, what are you, broke or something? like people are like get like simple little responses like that to where they end up going public, and you're like, oh damn, like people have counters to this now. Like before, people didn't give a shit about your financial status, but now apparently people will like, if you're broke, that's like the biggest insults or like biggest like shaming moment to be like publicly broke. Like I don't know, in back when I don't know about you were in school, but when I was in school, like we didn't really give a shit about who was broke or who had money. It was like, hey, you got money for this? Like, nah, man, I don't. It's like, well, damn, all right. But no, it's interesting to see the guy who's usually a step or 2 ahead of people getting bullied, like being the one that's like being one-upped on. I don't know. How do you feel about these comments or the bullying?
In all honesty, I wouldn't think they would do something purposely like that. Like, nobody wants real world problems in their entertainment. So I don't think that they would purposely had done this knowing what real world is going on. Like, I'm pretty sure it was some stuff that was rehearsed. I'm pretty sure it was definitely rehearsed between Juice and MJF, and it just unfortunately happened around this whole landscape. So you're gonna have a bunch of outside eyes who don't even follow wrestling or whatever, looking at something like that, being like, "Oh my God, they're anti-Semitic. They're being this. They're being that." Now, once again, timing is a bitch. I get it, but don't just start labeling something like. Don't just go from 0 to 100 on the
Yes.
meter because you once again you're outside looking in.
Yes.
We've had MJF say all of these flagrant things throughout his whole time there. And the one time he gets flamed back, it was kind of like that timing was just a little just so, because
Yeah.
once again, if real world stuff wasn't happening, it would have never been a thing.
Not at all. No.
It would have never been a thing. So I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if, Tony Khan might release a statement or something, but if depending on how bad it gets. But it wouldn't surprise me that now they probably steer the quote
Away
unquote
from like
Jewish
Jewish
jokes,
talks.
and
Yeah.
it might just be more MJF related jokes.
Or
Like,
just like him growing up not like for being
yeah,
a Jewish kid, but like just childhood shit, like other
yeah,
outside.
yeah, let's steer
You
it
called yourself
to
a varsity athlete. That was a first stringer. Like, where was that? You didn't do this shit.
yeah,
I
like
called your
stuff
coach. You
like
were the
that.
half coach. Yeah.
We checked your records. You wasn't even on the team.
Yeah, that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
it's gonna probably be shit like that now. Like, because
Yeah.
real world shit is happening and you don't want outside eyes to look at your product and being like, oh damn, they being racist over there. They being anti-Semitic over there. Like, wait, what's going on? And wait, they're showing this on TV? So they're probably gonna steer
I'm just
and,
trying to.
just go after Max himself.
I'm just.
Hey Max, you have no friends. You know, you're the only person I know who's in a tag team, and your tag team partner's never here.
Nah, and then you're gonna get Juice Robinson like after doing a fresh bump, going, "Yeah, he's Jewish."
because like for instance, last week he literally called Juice a talentless tank on TV.
Yes, exactly. Exactly.
And
You
then
can't call
Juice in the
people
ring,
tanks.
I got a rock hard tank. So
He's
yeah,
always rock hard, man. What do you want from him?
exactly. What do you want
He
from
went
him?
from flamboyant to rock hard. So
Exactly. He went from flamboyant to rock hard. So yeah. So I just think at times we can kind of give AEW a little, hey, don't do that
yeah,
again. But
yeah.
it doesn't need to be a cancel AEW or,
We don't
oh
need to
my
put
God, they're running an anti-Semitic promo. No.
we
Don't
don't need
blow
to
it
do
up.
like Max Caster and put him on ice for who knows how long.
Yeah.
Like
So just
I
kind of,
really I don't think it
yeah.
needs to be reacted to. Any thoughts about this Edge getting God damn it. Copeland getting bailed out by the BCC?
I think it's really going to be solely based on the aspect of Danielson is fighting uh Christian Saturday. I think once that happens, it's probably going to go back to Sting and Darby.
Okay. Because I was
Yeah,
really trying to figure out who he would ally himself with besides
yeah.
Sting
I
and
can truly
Darby.
see it being Sting and Darby until this promo is over with.
That's fair. Or at
Yeah,
least until we get All In taken care, or not All In, but Full Gear taken care of.
yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then Copeland's going to be doing Copeland things. And trust me, it is so hard not to say Edge.
Thank you.
It is so hard.
I do want to see Copeland and Christian. Ooh, it could be something with 2 C's or whatever the fuck, whatever.
Seriously, not just playing. Let me stop.
Or C3. I don't know, because Christian Cage and then Copeland.
Copeland, yeah.
But anyway, yeah, I just they got another pay per view coming up as far as AEW goes.
Mm-hmm.
The immediate show coming up is Halloween Havoc for WWE, right?
Yes, Halloween Havoc is going to be a 2-night. So far they only been announcing things from night 1.
Of course.
I don't know. I'm assuming they're probably going to wait until night 1 to announce stuff for night 2.
I'm going to assume that a lot of night 2 stuff is going to be because of results of night 1.
Yeah, because
I'm
I
pretty sure I
wouldn't be
just said what you
surprised if
said.
they go ahead and make Ilya. Oh, sorry, wait. So next week we'll figure out who's the number 1 contender. So I'm pretty sure that's probably going to be night 2 of Halloween Havoc. Whoever wins the triple threat.
Okay.
So it's just gonna be one of them things to where we just got to see, because you're right. WWE got Halloween Havoc night 1 and night 2, which they're going to be a week apart, of course. And
Yeah.
then after Halloween Havoc week 2, that weekend we're going to get Crown Jewel.
Yeah.
Then we get
You're gonna lose your
Full
belt to
Gear.
the Saudi show?
Huh?
You're gonna lose that belt to the Saudi show?
I don't plan on it.
All right.
Then we got Survivor Series. Then we got Crown Jewel, Full Gear, Survival Series, Deadline, and I don't know what December pay-per-view WWE might have.
Line?
Yeah, Deadline. Yeah,
What's
that's
the deadline?
that's going to be NXT's December pay-per-view. Deadline.
What's the deadline?
The Deadline. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, what is the deadline?
I mean,
You can't call a pay-per-view deadline and not put deadlines in the deadline show.
I agree, but but hey,
We're gonna start hearing about NXT competitors and their contract deadlines are coming up, and we're gonna figure out what the fuck is going on with them, or some
the
shit like
whole
that.
pay-per-view is trying to figure out who can we sign by the deadline. The whole pay-per-view.
Or
There's not going
winners
to be,
of the matches on deadline will decide whether they go to Raw or SmackDown.
or you might even get a loser leave NXT. Who knows?
Ooh.
Deadlines.
I like that. Let's put some deadlines in the deadline show.
Let's put some deadlines and deadline. So yeah, enough of the Bang Bang Gang rambling. Next week, Yeager and I will definitely try to give y'all a fan review of Dynamite, because we will be in the building. We will be in attendance. So we will give y'all Dynamite from, being in the building and seeing that. We won't give Rampage spoilers, but we will give Dynamite review.
I will go into the future, get you some Rampage info.
Yes.
Tell you that it'll be a good
show. We could do that, but we're not gonna do that. But
no, we won't be that mean. Wait. Well, oh no, I guess we're doing. I didn't check the schedule, but is Collision somewhere else?
Yeah, Collision is somewhere else.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, ScooterRay, Heartthrob, Yeager Bombastic, got the good boy himself, Loki. Look at him, just looking all majestic over there. Just yeah.
Yeah.
The channel mascot right there.
That's the boy.
You know what I'm saying? He ready.
No,
whether you love it, hate it, don't forget to rate it. Thumbs up, thumbs down, perfect thumbs up. like, share, comment, subscribe. Once you subscribe, you got to tag that notification bell so that way you know when we post videos. You just never know. Videos might just come out of nowhere. You never know. You know what I'm saying? We might just give you a whole video of just low key staring at you.
Should be right there.
Just be right there, staring at you. Yep.
So, but as soon as I say some key words, you're gonna see him snap out of that demeanor. Like, Loki, you want to go eat? Let's go eat.
But yeah,
And just like that.
shout outs to our brethren Lip Dizzle, Juggernaut097. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna warm this too sweet up for y'all. And until next time, good people out there, do not forget to tag out. Peace.
Boom.
Oh yeah, and remember, guns up.
Bang bang.